as the question says, the wavelengths of K alpha and L alpha X-rays of a material are 21.3 and 141 picometers respectively. Find the wavelengths of K beta X-ray of the material. Now suppose these being the energy levels of that material, these being the K, L, M and N shells respectively, then K alpha has been given. That K alpha means coming to K, the first transition, and L alpha coming to L, the first transition. So these have been given, and they want find the wavelength of K beta, so coming to K from second, like this, X-ray of the material. Now they have given us the wavelength of this, and they want the wavelength of this. So it's quite simple. You can find the energy difference between these two. You can find the energy difference between these two by these two wavelengths separately. And then you can add both of these to get the energy of this whole transition. And simply you can find the wavelength corresponding to this second transition. So proceeding in the same manner, we have been given the lambda 1 as 21.3 picometer. So finding the E1 means K alpha transition to be 1242 upon wavelength in nanometers, that is 21.3 into 10 to the power minus 3 electron volt, that is also equals to 58.309 into 10 to the power 3 electron volts. Similarly, finding the second energy, that is the energy of L alpha, by the same formula, that is 1242 upon 141 into 10 to the power minus 3 electron volts, giving us a value of 8.8085 into 10 to the power 3 electron volts. So we have got this one energy and this one. So we can add up to get the energy, that is E3 equals to E1, that is K alpha plus EL alpha, that is also equals to EK beta. And it is actually equals to 67.118 into 10 to the power 3 electron volts. Now we have got the energy of this transition and we need to find the wavelength of this transition. So it's quite simple. We can do like this, HC upon E. Putting the values, we get 1242 upon 67.118 into 10 to the power 3, that is 18.5 into 10 to the power minus 3 nanometers, or we can say it as 18.5 picometer.